people have lost a lot of faith in Jeff Godfrey, and I don't think it's because of Jeff Godfrey personally. You know, I think Jeff has had a really tough time adapting to the offensive style of George O'Leary. Last year, he kind of came on as splash in the scene, and it was really kind of, there were no reins on Jeff. You know, Coach was, Taff and O'Leary were just kind of letting him go out there and play football, run around, find his open receivers and make some big plays. And seems to me since spring and the preseason that they have really tried to make him fit more of a pro style, the O'Leary offensive sets, and making him stay in the pockets. Teams have adjusted to that. You're seeing a lot more blitzing coming in from the defensive ends, really closing him off and making him stay in that pocket. And it's just not his type of football game, guys. It's really, he looks out of his element. He looks like a deer in the headlights out there. And it's a shame because he's probably one of the most gifted athletes that UCF has seen.
It's
on the
funny,
other
I was going to
side,
say, when you say that, Tony, when I look at him and you watch him play, it's funny you say that because, everything he's done so far, he tries to stay in the pocket, and I think that's where he gets confused, and that's where he runs into problems because he wants to try to do everything correctly the way his coach is designing for him. And when he steps up, takes that one step, he starts to freeze, he becomes tentative, he doesn't release the ball, and then that's when we see him start to try to migrate out, which that is his game, trying to maybe throw the ball on the run a little bit more, but when he does that, it actually almost seems at this point it's like a second too late, and that second throws off the entire rhythm of the offense.
Absolutely. You hit the nail right there on the head, Tyler, and that's what we've been kind of talking about on the show recently, and we'll be talking about a lot of that tomorrow. But another guy that we're going to be talking a lot about is Blake Bortles. This is a kid who's come in and done extremely well this season in the backup role, coming in relief for Jeff Godfrey. Number 5 is a guy that stands tall. He is that prototypical pocket passer that really fits this style of offense, and I believe that's why we've seen him have as much success as he has, this season so far. He's just been amazing with his calm and coolness. You said it, I said it right there. You notice Jeff in the pocket, and he trying to stay in that pocket. All of a sudden, his feet are moving. His feet are moving, but he's standing still. It's like a duck on the water, and he's the decisions just aren't the right ones, and he's overthrowing. He's throwing into double coverage. It's not natural for Jeff to play that style of football. It's natural for Blake to play this style of football, and I think we're probably going to end up seeing a quarterback change for next week against Memphis.
Now, as far as the fans are concerned, some of your listeners, are people for that? Are they against that? Have people kind of fallen off the Godfrey bandwagon, so to speak, or are they saying we're all for Blake? I know. I was been following a lot of your tweets, and some of the things that you've been saying is that I've been seeing an awful lot of here for or Team Blake signs, and a lot of people talking about that. Are more people kind of migrating towards that now?
I don't want to say the love affair is over with Jeff Godfrey, but it's football, gentlemen. It's college football, and patience runs very thin. And you guys know that in a lot of cases, as much power as a head coach has, the mob rules. And with that being said, there is a lot of frustrations out there among our listeners, among the fan base, the diehard UCF fans. But then you do have those that want to see Blake in there, and it's not because Jeff is not doing as well as he should be. It's because Blake fits the system better than Jeff does.